All right. Era one family and you may you better nyamiase for another opportunity, another week. The week, it goes by so fast. What I say is here, everyone say your friend is say another year by yeah, the nyamiase for more commitment, the loyalty, more warmer era one radio for all these years. Yeah, I'm saying Jumadi way a shas here no matter era one Jumadi nachi mo nyinaa no everyday bi a no program bi a ɛkɔ so bi a no mo nya adagye na mo ne yɛn edi saa dwumadie no nti anwummerɛ nso yɛbɛfa akɔnya wei na yɛama yɛn nyinaa yɛn ho akɔ aba na yɛada nyame ase for the opportunity a yɛtumi anya biem sɛ yɛtumi ɛhyɛ yɛ another program a ase ɛyɛ yɛ sikasɛm in fact sɛ wohwɛ throughout the week ni nyinaa series of programs akɔ so ɛfa yɛmfa no sɛ health akɔ so awaresɛm issues akɔ so yɛwɔ real nkɔmmɔ nketenkete yɛma no ɛhyɛ real life experiences with us ne nyinaa no ɛkɔ so ɛna ɛduru Mondays anwummerɛ bia nso a 6 to 7 so no ɛde asi hɔ purposely for yɛsikasɛm because yɛsikasɛm adwo a efie nso adwo na nyame asafo nso no emodwo nti this is something we don't take it lightly na nimdie kakra nyame ade ama yɛn no na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛnso yɛne atiefo nyinaa nso no ɛhyɛ baabi bia mfa wotɔ sen yɛn nyinaa no nyɛ sɛ bi wɔ hɔ a yɛ graduate from nneɛma yɛn mo hyɛ no we are also struggling day in and day out but yɛn nyinaa yɛ adesua a yɛsua sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a yɛn nyinaa no yɛbɛboa yɛn nti anwummerɛ yɛda pani baako ase sɛ wanya adagyeɛ na anwummerɛ ɔne yɛ bɛyɛ nti pani yɛbɛma wakɔ aba biem to program na at least no wawɔ kam yɛtiefoɔ na wama your opening remarks.
All right. Meda say opening na I'm say the bia yɛka no we akonya kɛseɛ me gidi sɛ nkɔfo bebree kɔ financial consultants or just to get some of these things yame enam ye so share no freely no nti I believe say obi a ot bia no nyame do nsminya at least bibi kakra bi free money ntimi de bɔno ntoma no ma bitimi boa no nti sara ne tie no say in case if you so bia or questions bia man hesitate omo mo ne famra so the be nyame ebetuma fire so ama nimdi odi ama ne yeso betumi dia bo no enti ye o makwa ba bi na panyi kan asem bi na very interesting o say enye se bi like obi a graduate na ye be kire obi de onye we are always conscious about trying to implement some of these things. It's not easy, but this reminds me of Madame Fubi or say Madame Fubi a medical doctor, but not no medical doctor. No, ABCB on your daughter say, how do I lose weight? And nobody is immune. Like we are all working hard towards some of these things that we talk about.
Yeah, Penny, it's interesting. As a doctor, on cigarette now, or catch us a war cigarette, so only the is known to me. Yeah, and I'm yasi, who and you go so and you marry Yabama, Yatiaphobium Aquaba, so from online radio and as Facebook and as YouTube yadanyamia sese wanyada na uni this dwumadie we nyame enhira we brenti for the past several weeks and in fact ya can budget ho yedoso budget last week nyame adom yade budget no edeba na wie na yade ba na wie no na yehu se right now no se nyame boa why your budget ni bibia wie woni wo busua na se wonko a mo bɔ modern se nhyehyɛ mo ya to hɔ no mo di nhyehyɛ no so kama and because of that no mo hina mo aye financially conscious, say, yeah, you overspending, yeah, talk just on like impulse, me who are there, for and I accesunti precope no makoto. Into once you put your money in place, and what we realize in this, we power who say, I fed your home, I started how. Into a we are then no, I fed your first no, not I to say you're living from paycheck to paycheck. But the name say, yeah, the budget at the share when into no, I fed your Sisi a man, yes, man, who say, at the end of the week, as a month, no, $200 to be available. First, number to me spend into the surge way to your next day in say, and man who says, I'm your way now, no, minya excess, your friend is income kakra here and there. No. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Into your no, the episode you focus on, no, the three components of a savings plan. Three components of a savings plan. Mechanism and sunny no, they be taken one at a time. Now, who say one of the biggest, components, emergency fund. Emergency fund, you bet him. You was short-term savings, and so you bet him. And you was long-term savings, and so you bet him. Into the three components of a savings plan. A idea. In fact, say abusua bia na say individual bia no say wotumi nya biribi say ewo wo brem ana say wo financial plan no say wonya biribi say ewo into the edikan ya befa ye emergency fund pani ba ko say aka say emergency fund na ye mo ya tiefo no na ebi hu what an emergency fund is and why do I even need an emergency fund? Is it really necessary?
Okay. Medasibio. And maybe one of these discussions now. And you see, can simbi say over come out for Boni Beach, be say, what they do, say, almost to car no to year, they keep saving monthly payments for the car. Now, after there. And on a another build up. I'm between media to another car for cash. So yes, a cash require at least a significant down payment. I be more monthly payments and I have very little.
Right.
Now, yedi can say animal we na discipline and easy cross it will be to my yes because present number one with me to a kind of into theory and I was a bussy and not as a no one. I can be bonus be also the show now they more shopping.
Yeah.
But say I didn't be no bonus and ka umi on ya and very good. And then I may can't to say may chance every when we have excesses. Abia in your budget net my boy ama say ya to trace customer say ya who say yet more control spending as say your income no and then I'm say yeah very disciplined I spending no and cost you income bika and say yeah extra income be become because of our budget we don't really know what to do with it. Now say a bonus for the most part what is very important say obia as a human being whenever you're having excess income one key principle is try to still live within your existing means.
Yes.
And to this there are a lot of aspects coming in here. One, Ibia we or kama afenebe you have to pay more by maybe $5, $10. So extra $5-10 ubet transit and say okay we it's a total free ma $10 ebe kabe ibia $5. $5 and 7 multiply the number of pay periods ibia menya be $8,000 more for the rest of the year. What am I doing with it? Whenever you have extra income beyond your spending, it's best to always either save or invest.
Yes.
Another aspect here, bonus. When your bonus, on your bonus, unless it be or also be already. But Say now you're aware of since you've been able to live within your means throughout the year, no bonus only becomes an extra income.
Yeah.
Why garage sale be 1 year skabia na one in now so just say skabia if you baby bar na any fixed income any very expected no. It's always helpful through discipline to either invest or save it. Now, what can you want some emergency fund? And I think that it's part of the three branches of savings, you know. And maybe make us be about what economists talk about in terms of reasons for holding money, which economists might be ours as usual for the most part. Now, economists say there are three main reasons for holding money, where they are kind of parallel to three branches here. You kind of for precautionary measures. I want to make me say emergency plan of falling on.
Yes.
Just taking precautions. Say, oh, say BSc na mana nyen wo say BC. Me de ana mental person the money back somebody. So remember example be.
Yeah.
Because in the Bible say the other one back up. I just in this case, but I try to abstain from the normal negative.
Yeah.
Me fancy bia BBS ya ebia anchara anko yi na una nyo kwa say BC uhia ska ni manu ya so say bia kanya me abo ma discipline ho ma ultimate save ska bi in your emergency fund ebia nka onkobo opanyensi oprum se mambosi $500 and ebia nka timi hia ho so a nka wo be 5,000 bi kura da ho. It is like I say emergency. Basically, we all know what the term emergency means. BBA, any kind of positive, unexpected.
Yeah.
A basic or financial impact.
Yeah, Penny, there was a pair for taking the time, breaking it down to us. And in fact, yet here for in order say your discussion because it's more like a discussion. The more questions are more as we go ahead now more questions and so any questions even on the budget and answer the right now over to me Afra 240 280 2633 240 280 2633 and now over to me send a message through WhatsApp 510 931 0946 number ni BM here 510 931 0946 ubetumi send a message through WhatsApp or the banso a yebe hu message no na ya boa na je say yetumi ayi question na no at the amount. And once again you say am ya tiefo hina so bia wo hwen ya fi bia na ma wakwa aba say woni en decide dwumadie we no. Into senior penny back on a can, no, say, yet America has said, a drew stage be your ha, or none be be boom. And as I did not be boom, no, it's not something we plan for, but it happens. You don't have a choice around it. For example, say, senior penny, I can, for example, if you own a house, there are the chances in say pipe people will fear what best said. Electrical, something will go bad. A bit to me crab say will roof, something will go bad here and there. Or young fan say if you don't have a house, but or car, will use to car. A bit to me about say one na BBSC. You need to change your brakes. You need to change your tires. You need to, all these small expenses now, or na say, in fact, say, ya tiha kura no nkoda. Na nkoda no, bakwa yare, oko hospital. Oko, yes, you have an insurance. But insurance bit there, but oko, also, I say, like a co-pay. I have seen where even some families, they struggle to pay that co-pay. anasa me car say me ni credit card there's no way say me to me affix sa car no ana me roofer say menya electrical issues menya plumbing issues say me credit card ni ho a there's no way say me to me affix sa no man no and I yet nti wo hwe the word emergency na nkesa no describe where the ni na say something that you don't plan for but they happen. And if they happen, how do I pay for those expenses, as they happen? Nti yaka panichire mo excesses na buy a budget no now the enumere pese yachire ne say we need to find a way to set something aside just in case say expenses unexpected expenses here can is here. I don't have to fall on credit card, but I can easily tap into that emergency fund and do what? Pay for your friends and Nyomana Aircon. Into one of the things that now say emergency fund it has to be sikabia liquid. You can get access to it at all times. As a CSA, expenses here you can buy, make me easily, make me a bank or a and with So the question, CCSA, a lot of the times, Nipa Bisane said, how much do I need in my emergency fund? A question most people, your friend say, Ebisa, because your real budget will be percent now, no status or best set up an emergency fund. Nti pani wobetumi aboa me hu say I just say how much do I need it's a subjective idea. However no is there like a rule be da ho betumi the aboa hu say okay maybe I need 1 week, I need 2 weeks, I need three weeks, I need 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or maybe a year. On that side, how much do we actually need to set aside for emergency funding?
Okay. May kai say me school for Krumana, you say Juma for us, like Omota orientation, my say, like Omo say, be a small boys now. Small boys and girls, and watch about bus and just to move for. And not like Omo church, no man can get to be. Say, oh, watch about bus here, and I say, watch you must see. Say, beat me pa the anchor, try and civil about 6 months of pay. Na said the bear say BBS in us BBS lose adwuma within the next 6 months na dey na what to me anya adwuma foforo and I say bia wo on set ma to bibi so international say within the next 6 months no nyame bebo am what manya bibi e dey twitwa ho bibi adi bibi ato gas kakra sa akosi se nyame bebo am what anya adwuma enti emergency fund no is kind of power to have principle no. Made a fundamental make us save as much as we can.
Correct.
There might be other, might be also save for which we are going to get onto them long term, short term, and one. But emergency, idea in here pay, and you save as much as you can. But say the medical kind, so what shall circumstance and massive circumstances now. Say beer, say BBC ya sana make us say beer. I BBC Messi, BBC name fans say beer. I'm some the man because I it is at the corner I possible say bit Messi no. Say see how much would you need? It could be anything in life. It could be health. Say the panika copay. I say you annual physicals are you're quite near coping or 3 and maybe about $30, $40, $50 be. Maybe about dentist coping what you about $20, $30, $40 be. But it be a on home say if you surgery be buy no so send abey because surgery the kasana who 200,000 by 5,000 more any other day. Enti hwesa circumstances na okay surgery okay so in case be a visa ba ebia flood be be say obi fie ya though ebia be insurance but ebia ntimi nkoma no men na ebia we see na like oka like oka na sa no market nketen see say oka akugya wasu koma last na me client be frame me and I know say oh now say come send the documents be na unfortunately me ka akugya mi si kwan mu na me husband so we believe me so okay anyway some of those things you know what trans now share in your daily life you know and what are some of the things that are very typical like a bit me see I say somebody might say onyame so very true so a Christian even Kramofo and other religions quite believe in the first and open share so and it's very true. However, no, we always need to do our part.
Yes.
In the yeah part because unyame ebo you know any religion yeah but we Christians believe that or the Adam any Eve to God in himself among tell it and your like so our part is always required in you know attaining what we need to attain. Even though ultimately however our part is needed. And the part based on our life, typical life circumstances, as much as we can, we save. And it's not going to be a big sum overnight. It starts from it's much saying excess. If they made me allocate $150 and say $100 to the emergency fund every pay period, every 2 weeks. Kaka kasabus about 2 and by 5 years, Nabuse, I is cabibri, Nabus affiliate. And one of the Yame Bohobaya, Nabia Bibia Kusi, and on Ibia, Yame, a Yamena Nabo, what my discount to, but also discipline was required. I would say that you save as much as you can. However, typically, all study or life circumstances that they will share based on that principle of 6 months, for BIA. Like we lose or you any other than that. Like you're talking on for the one cause say it's my boy.
Yeah, Penny, that's yet here for BM or any questions and answer or the information be answer officer will share which me have friend 240-280-2633 240-280-2633 and that's on WhatsApp which me has no questions be will be at the 510 9310946. Penny, I think sir, what take it time now a break am I a year in terms of how much just a semi save for emergency fund, but yet here for a person who said casa even say 3 months and that's 6 months. It's not something you expect to say overnight. Send a penny mono. You can in your budget now, you can even allocate maybe like $100 or $150 towards your emergency fund. It bet me take you like a year or 2 years for you to get to where say, oh now I feel very comfortable with Sika Massive just in case your friend is a baby here. Also, one of the things in fact Africans, especially Ghanaians, sometimes we don't pay attention to NSA. So now, if I lose my job, the question they be beside when say, how long would it take for me to find another job? How long would it take? A question be in fact, it's very difficult to answer. I have seen in Obi Oluzua Juman fan say Friday, Monday, Tuesday, no saying your Juma for. Men who have been so will lose your Juma 1 year or tifie onyenya bi. Inti Obiya situation no different. Intinama and you know, it's very hard to say. Me and Kasamet decide to say, okay, I need 3 months or I need 6 months. But send a penny can save as much as you can. Send a bear. If I lose my job today, at least I know, sir, for better 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months before I may do for no. So me will fear my mortgage is fully covered. So me need mortgage insurance and rent na me rent so will be fully covered. For example, if you have a car note, that car note, within that time frame, will be covered. And now crash says utilities are all few near there, and also will be covered. But more sometimes I am very, very difficult because I know say if you for train into idea I just said the discipline is tough. But what I always say is look, if you for yes or more train, but you be pay high. I say as you to see some of these things they can hold off on it now. Yet to me who say what's yes what ye into Saudi baby cry coffee, you feel comfortable doing it because there's not too much pressure. So. And see the question baby says when should you use your emergency fund? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sisi anyame adom. My bomodin, my yet discipline. Me excess cash in this annual man everybody no penny sunny can say at least many bear like 6 months at the atoho. Sikano at ho. So when should I actually try to use Sikano? Is this something at 10 and pebi and I'm the misako boom? And now say there are some do's and don'ts regarding Sikano.
Okay. Mejiri say yeah, Shas, Penny and myself, define what an emergency is. And the say a kai definition idea. I think that the answer to this question is very simple. Anything that falls within the scope of an emergency is when we need to tap into Sasikana. Now, there could be some level of subjectivity there, but say the emergency, wow, who's an emergency? Where there, I really need to pay attention to that immediately. Somebody might think that it be an emergency, but it be a we to manage the situation for a little bit. In this I say me say enya dia say me nya abotre edi me income about the next 2 or 3 weeks or 1 month. I take care of now say if I will have to wait maybe for my income for the next 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months to take care of how the nurse I will still not tap into the emergency fund. It's very important, but as much as possible, let's try to protect it. In financial management, your principle be say if you are in business, you try to delay payment to suppliers as much as possible, and you try to accelerate collections from one model as much as possible, because your percent cash flow liquid all the time. Now it goes into your working capital. And as much as possible, protect your emergency fund. The obey to me a delay a use of regular funds are fitting into your budget and say try and delay it. Set emergency fund and be guarded and say protected for something more significant a be here immediate and Nina discipline because we are na the boss can say hey they will be na can na boss can na was a big to be also very emergency no akoyi emergency no akoyi and kakra me can the account no penny but you wait matter also.
Yeah, yes, I'm so we're breaking it down sometimes also one of weakness or downfall and it's maybe me your finance me accounts maybe online no man who sika bebre say yam you might be am between say be 1,000 2,000 be ho on said na in my mind the number bebre no so what I can use that money for in fact we use the word yet for yes stress say pay attention discipline because you can save all what you want but so when you're disciplined it is so easy sir obasan akoyi sika no na wo de akoye neoma wo free sir your friend sir wo de ye hoping sir obetumi assign a replenish at the end of the but dwen who said how long did it take me to get that 1,000 and that's a 2,000 so if I spend it now a bit taking me maybe the same time or twice that time to be able to replenish it into discipline. Some of the things yes a penny boss, but just to recap it a little bit more. One of the things that we can use the emergency fund for it's like sudden unemployment. Yeah, can me lose my juma I'm not saying but if it does, that's what the emergency fund is there for you to use for rent, mortgages, and for another example would be you see I say there's like a medical expense be happen like right away mean to saying I said I may call hospital but me can be because remember say you don't have any other source of income so this is why you need to use that money for and like repairs be happen it is necessary. Remember, mihia me car na metumi de akɔpa adwuma. Mihia me car no na metumi de akɔ adwuma. Nti sɛ car sɛe it needs to be repaired. Na yɛtie for deɛ yɛka wei nyinaa no deɛ nti ama I say yɛni abrɛ on this area no is because we want yɛn nyinaa to be aware so we need to start falling on our credit cards because Uber Chrome ha, in fact, you better credit card side, I know the you better or hope, but Udru Chrome ha, because of nipabi experiences, bibini adianti no. One thing they tell you, they say credit card dear and why? Because of the previous experience, be but credit card it has its good side of it. And to say if you don't have emergency fund, then what happens? BBR credit card. The next thing will be when now one marks it out. Na fedi interest no and so doors na who your friend is saying what to do. Until ma share some of this information send ya be you bet to me the opposite question to the question penny back when can was who use the emergency fund for. I'm saying it's here for year na money aya adwin de be ye adwuma. Enti de ade nso na nya say you use the emergency fund for because who but e be also na adwin mu no wa ye bibi but you perceive who specifically and what are some of the things I don't even have to think about it in some the emergency fund
Okay. O kasano o kan be say people forget to say ebia sika akra na nyame abona money to save no say we here na so spending now unnecessarily it's going to take a long time to build that cash up again. And that is a basic principle in life. Say to construct something is harder than to destroy.
Yeah.
And a very simple example here, dying. Who see dying? The coma down quite in Union is the crazy. But Ghana, so who see dying? I was a block, so no, a manual just a nyagro. Over brepa, but Nyame fasa ama, and that's Nyame fasa ama. Say if you be share just overnight, now was a 9 year. So distraction is
within 10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes. And It's the same for mom here, Christopher. No, on say, so person so sakana so papa. It takes discipline and no matter be but and you are always on the watch. But say so be the money, so easy na busa say papa ni na. It's a basic principle in life. Say all body be it takes hard work, discipline, sometimes sleepless nights and all that to build. But to destroy it can take just a few minutes. And the emergency fund, you can't bother be I am linked with discipline. Also to make sure say emergency fund na friends and casas and normally to say like even if you have that fund, still live within your means, still stay within your budget. And now I can say be obisi me first ka we mra me bibi emma na say bia bibi say na so so sure the could be able to borrow through other means but not necessarily giving out your cash na say bia ono adwen say bia scandal say na bo so akotam and I say bia yamo examples we say oh me here say me 2 cars but car we am for pass me dem like nipa be say yes that was when we can now another down payment na utua and na say bia like in Tarabia babaso that's how the money na ya kick on in the past where something that you don't really need, you don't go for it because you end up having say an entire or closer to move now say I be now but still I was now because you are thinking say me mendo say kwasi ade o say adwuma de bi also timinya a new ayide call me say yes when na Mr. or Mrs. Fashion and it also to me very careful na nina require discipline say nyasa discipline na me very conscious of the DCK it is a bibia enye emergency so this is like under a category and your man any say emergency fund we know what emergency is. So the opposite is what emergency is not.
Yeah.
So whatever emergency is not, based on the description here, we need to discipline ourselves and make sure we are not even getting there. May I show some opinions a bit more? Are there a lot more examples to
Oh yeah, Penny. There was, in fact, I said we're breaking it down. I mean, because there are certain things we know, sir. It's not like an emergency. If it's not an emergency, at the end, changing our percent, what a question with emergency, also one of the things, especially you can budget on one seminar, you can about like Ghanaians or Africans, you tato nioma on like impulse. And who said the way my call a store, yes sales. It's your one with America, me percent. And I always tell people, sir, a chrome had nioma no, a cycle. Oh, say sale a one in nano. 2-3 months, abasia baby. Inti unhua, just don't rush to your friends and go and buy. And the entire man me beside this question, I have seen people where you can say emergency fund into her, okay, was save. But so who says sales because I know a sales not a koto man. And I'm saying you are defeating the purpose, There's a reason here your friend emergency fund. Some shopping is not an emergency. Some vacation is not an emergency. Your friend is saying, "Adia, say you may call. Me per se me kona me kodidi. Me name abusuin call out kodidi. It's not an emergency. Inti yet for the year can answer. There's a reason why it's called emergency. Eating out, going out for like a party, and now say shopping, and now say some of these things because any emergency, stay away from your emergency fund. Now, CCSA, what they to was said that should be a same a bit to me aboa. And see, Yapese at least no emergency fund be bedru no. Yetumi erekapo na ye tief obi or ye late coming on here no. Nti sepani back so betumi aboa into recap emergency fund no baby ye bedru na at least no obi a ife na ohwe ye no obehu say at least no nso benya bibi e de afree mo but in the meantime no yɛtie for say yɛda say money yɛdi saa dwumadie wei however sɛ bi ɔhɔ a wɔ question anaasɛ nneɛma bi ɔhɔ a yɛaka ntiase ɛnyɛ adwuma ne adeɛ a anaasɛ bi ɔhɔ wɔ mmoa bi kora wɔ a real life experience adeɛ bi wayɛ emergency fund ne bi a wobɛtumi ahyɛ wɔ deɛ tiefoɔ nso a ɛnso ɛkwan da hɔ wobɛtumi afrɛ ɛwɔ 240 280 2633 anaasɛ through WhatsApp 510-931-0946. Intipani, if ubetumi aboa no wa recap wa man yes at least no the fina bi a wa join here no who discussion koso.
All right. Yeah, chance you know. Yeah, the kind of say emergency be unexpected.
Yeah.
Most of the time I be positive. And I have financial impact and so. And a important say basically emergency fund because you never know what is going to occur. And we jumped on to how much of emergency fund I was saying here. Nana a fundamental, you know. So bit me as say maybe 3 minimum, maybe to about 6 months of a salary. I know bit me cover or living expenses for the next 6 months and more examples will be ebia or gas habitat based on baby I hear so okay. Assuming if you be losing the juma and no quite be another be here gas because on dragon call you but be on the weekends be possible car sorry to get some social interaction and this I don't marketing kit no ebia mortgage and say or rent utilities and other bills say ebia say involved in other activity na say so breaking as be yeah say any so so bit me afford do sa no money na no your savings could cover sa no man while in case be so lose to adwuma nyame boawa during that period you know obviously when you be take care of yourself until say nyame boa mo tuma say adwuma ni and very very important at the minimum but now yes I can say as much as you can save you know please do if there is really no limit to how much you can save, and since you really never know, yes, I can say for Christians and those who believe in God, however, no, at the same time, our part is required. Yeah, partners are discipline, no, near the civil scanner. And now, you can maybe to say, you know, when you pay raise, when you bonuses, what on personal property be, and yes, can be now expect to cross a says Kano, you have to exercise that discipline to still live within your means because you've been able to live within your means regardless of size Sisikana Airbano.
Yes.
Let's try, let's save it. And I said, so any viable investment opportunity be go into it. And we've talked about what an emergency is. And it's just, you know, the definition, I say, very important. See, be and be like a bit messy. Yeah, expert say beba. Our financial impact. And number requires to be used carefully. Bottom emergencies, you know, normally say here here. Say even physical cash, you know.
Yeah.
Because the liquid cash, there should be liquidity. Now, I'm going to say you cover credit card because, and I don't know, Biwana who some me be. I don't know as much as we can. So this one boy there. And yet credit card was me but credit card credit is be nyan ka or cash na da but just to build your credit no. O to ya na ko say track free o. Na ka say asem ko. GCB be a actually so oye hu hwe nyi. And no kwa na am discipline into you know say nyame ya odom abit ma ko to free one time. Enti sa ansem we na ya ka fa emergency, like a Dawson. That's just to say and let someone want to discuss with her.
All right, Penny, was for your friends and taking the time not to recap when I'm saying questions be abba na yes answer na you into the questions and in fact say your for be a friend of journey I say yes I am our BM for a numeric programming so na na your main is the three components of a savings plan. Your free budget and na who say you wie no send paniture mo excess incomes ne ade buy ni hina no now no you per se set be aside for for future your friends use ne who say your emergency fund your short-term savings and your long-term savings and that you're spending more time going into the emergency fund no emergency fund him say it's here for entiase aya adwuma se bi ohwa our appeal to you se bi ohwa won hyase wonye bi yet we encourage you sir and now wati and now who the implication ne ade no ewo so ene wabusua so no but modern hyase start little na nkakra you get used to it when say a big grow amount. There is not like a specific method to be a fire. I'm saying, you're getting to know will be our short-term savings and long-term savings. But in the interest of time, you shall see to me you per se 5 questions na abano na yabua your phone to the first question. No penny can say, what is the difference between emergency fund and savings? I'm say your core, your savings, short term, at least the short term savings now, and can be or but in the meantime, so over to me, Abuayan, what is the difference between emergency fund and savings?
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back to the principle economic for holding 3 reasons for holding money. 1, almost you hold this car. Almost say holding money, keeping money, having money at your disposal. And not as a holding money. 1, we hold money for precautionary measures. And I work transaction, say be a day to day, work with DBR, make gas, and I work speculative. Speculative trying to keep some money so that you have the opportunity, like you can take advantage of, investment opportunities be able to about. Say be a say, oh, BBI stock we are not say come on be a bit money is be to be immediately. But say yeah, savings there, it come from the it explains itself, trying to put some money aside. So savings is a broader concept. Say Mediska ACA a savings. But what are you saving for? I'm saving for emergency. I'm saving for ABR, a long-term plan B. I'm saving for BB. Savings a bigger umbrella, which means putting money aside. Mediska ACA baby. But now we are talking about it's a kind of who is here for there. Maybe it's a way see sebe as a BBC na say many now so say be as CBC meet menyeske BDI BB savings ne papa no an emergency fund neba BB za me
yeah I like it's an analogy no near there on say there yeah for the obisa question on say savings no say panin kan no but I be si wani so and I would save yeah can no on say you can answer the question said the neoma and you say the emergency fund a year a be some shop or a be may call vacation necessary and yes we saw your emergency fund for however no your best savings you can save for your vacation, you can save for maybe home improvement, you can save for a down payment on a house. I said there's a difference between any emergency fund. Even though emergency fund so a form of a savings, but who save for a specific purpose, say emergency BC ewa ma brabom ma sitting mua sasika way available met me ye nam de ayes mana men come ko use credit card. But a be or infant December me pesa me name abusua hina ye ko Ghana. It met me set aside like a savings account a be say ye save it towards our vacation. And I say, for example, be or me who suit to be war Macy's and now whoever me pesa me toss our suit, you know. But me nisasika na me pesa me use credit card. I can save towards that year. And I say be or me pesa me retire at the age of 50. And because of that, you know, me save it towards our retirement, you know. Into savings, you know, a year, it could be a short term idea, and I say it could be a long term strategy. Be a day when this to say, me discover AC na met me the ayasan your man or your friends in the future. But Nipo Bisako, I'm hoping, sir, next week in the weeks, you know, or bit me up because you better the short-term savings, you better the long-term savings, you know, na abuama your friends and just roughly, no. I don't know where. The second question, let's say, with my small income, how do I have emergency and savings? In other words, I just said, sika major cry and some into me then I the be up to her for emergency. Nama sign the be up to her cry said me save it for like something for the future. And Tiffany question na aba no see me income nisha. Into a crime ben or faswa or by yes on your way.
Okay. Me gidi say. So say ana nwanwa pa say. Ewiase ma sika obi agibia no. Etimi so no. Because utrim de would say no na oje. Nti e den a obe make sure say be so. But unfortunately, say sika na sha say cost ro a. Now bo say your perception no assessment say was you increase your spending.
Yeah.
And the entire may share say free or say for the most part, no. So oje $10 per hour now. Only $10 per hour, maybe for the next 2 or 3 years. Or say the same you kwa na or cry na then you better talk to him kakra. $1, $2, $5. And the not may can say maybe and can maybe who is extra $5 na yeah they to market to you extra income. Na my chance here at to kakra. Or say ya casa to build savings, you know, and yet just overnight. It takes time. It could be $15, $20. Just say the most important thing is the attitude. Say I would like to be able to discipline myself and save. Once you have the attitude, you know, I'll be discipline. I live within your means, you know. Kakra be to want save will be an shall say kakra. Wait there. I last time now, Papa be this year, very interesting. I'll say. Not or you know, from the perspective of the Christian, I'll say. Now Christian CC Sonia I $20,000 a year. Now say so to me tighter. Remember 2 million a year and about who tight. The week I was in his head and found who any dear oh yeah. Once I unim says $5 an hour and as a media, I can live within my means, make my rent die, and truly a bit mountain. Sano kakrebi bit when and when we have excesses in terms of bonuses, pay raises, and all that now. Kakrebiano, young trust a yenya attitude near the kakrebi at all. Kakrebian so into was a kakaka sana and I will say I build it into was a bedroom rare. Number one was kind of more do not one yas attitude, not no one yas house, but not be part of you are. So who say one now was a near but even before then, not walk a credit the whole from the letter and
so Penny Wire, dear, and I was a pair for sharing your expertise no with us enyumre no na dia mede ka ho no ho se da bia no ye ka se misika so intimi nsego. But the question is remember say car may drive no it doesn't care say misika so and say misika so say ya be say like me mpabwa kra me hyekra no say emfa ho say me wosika na say minisika mpabwa no say so why be why that kind of idea no inti because say me sika no so ninti no enti na ehu hia say at least kakra bi a meji bia no me de kakra ebeto ho for for unexpected neoma ye can me sika so me ka akose how do I fix it me kwa bobosia me depending on credit card inti de bia no yeah ye sika so no yeah na credit card for no edidi ye hu bebre because ya na follow into the credit card ya na follow into the credit card until the be hu an say ya max out na ye tua the minimum payment no nti penny a obisa question no the answer ya the man say penny ba ko aka bebre ya the say it doesn't matter how much you make but more than na ya can yan ka set aside $1,000 a month that be shade wa ho odin betumi kakra bia no it could be even $10 a week. It could be $15 a week or $100 a month. Kakra bia o setting aside. Now you'll be amazed how asade ne etumi grow so fast. Until the infant say $100 a month. Na say consistently no way 12 months in year saying 1,200. This is idea sometimes in your mind if it's a wound to me, but the other one is a why then. Why Inti ya share ye na ye hu nkra na ye encourage our your friends and listeners and say regardless of how much you make, to me and to us no any excuse not to save. A coin bia so no you'll be able to save kakra ebetumi aboa when you need it no ubetumi aye de bia nka se yen no ye ti ha sisi ese no wo hwa prekope na asem bia sifie na ese woko sometimes we you who be bia anye you have to go. How do you go? Say one plan one saving kakra sa emergencies in the bar enya dia ubetumi aye nti enwumre yetiefo hina yedamo ase for the time na yadaje amwanya na yehina ya go into emergency fund yesra ne say kakra bia wati bia no changes bia say wutumi ye but modern say ubetu hu anamon. Don't just listen and ignore the messages no you can almost say had I known it's always at last but modern kakra bia wati bia no tu hu anamon na beboa nyame enhira wo ba bibia utie bia ndipani so any last words ubetumi dia aba na
yeah na me ka say de na o kan ya no on say kakra na we say $100 say $50 so nyame nso timi hu for effort e man it me boa o man o timi like with my UF no ma be mo with my make sure say we secure be according to your effort. Now the danger back with omo anamwadwen say oh it is case na say they be an say oh me dem sikasa dubu zo nyes kana bozo da kwato ice cream oh me dem sikasa oh me dem sikasa now bozo onya no the IBB meanwhile no sanka she otim say or say me nya attitude of saving something now because that's can come between the two baby. It's very important. Yeah, say no to something.
All right. And yeah, that's it for your last words. Since you're here for Yame and Kamaho. Until next week, say you be share be mono. Yame and share you now. So, Nadia Watson, so no. But more than say, what the Bayer Juma.